Welcome. Today we're talking about the brand new Superman trailer that just dropped. And I don't normally talk about trailers, but this Superman movie has me particularly excited. So let's get right into it. Starting with the interview with Lois Lane. He's got a little rapport. He's got a little joke. Okay, Cronkite, let's do it. He's got some personality. That's something we did not really get from Cavill, who is very stoic. Speaking of personality, he reminds me of the middle school boys that I work with. They feel so justified and so passionate about these minor little dramas and scuffles and back and forth. He said, she says, and but mister, don't mister me. They're always trying to get out of their responsibilities. And you have Superman who's like, yo, but Lois, I stopped a war. And she's questioning him. You know, you have all this power, you have these abilities, you know, you really have to think about your actions. And then he just gets straight to the point. People were going to die. And he's got so much passion in his voice. He recognizes that he is not like the rest of us human beings. He is representing himself in that he is the last son of Krypton and he has the power to do what no one else can do. And so maybe we're all just like ants in this jar and we have to accept that there is a higher power and his name is Kal-El. So yeah, super stoked to see James Gunn's take on the new Superman and just giving that raw emotion. Superman's biggest power and his biggest weakness is his giant, massive bleeding heart and the way he's forced into action when the people he cares about, their lives are in danger. And you really get the sense of that from this trailer, that he may not be a person, but he is a man of the people. Now let's get into some of the complaints I've heard from the nerds online or saying Superman should be this and Superman should be that there's too much going on. It's DC's first time out with the movie and they've got a Green Lantern, they've got a Hawkgirl. Is she Egyptian? Is she an alien? We'll find out eventually, I guess. We've got Mr. Terrific. There's just a lot of pieces in play. Then on the villain side, you've got Lex Luther, Parasite, this giant monster. Maybe that's Parasite grown big. I don't know, but there's a lot going on in this movie and I'm not terribly mad at that. And I'd like to make a comparison if you'll allow me to. The last Captain America movie, Brave New World, was criticized for not really being a Captain America movie. It was like a hodgepodge. You got a little bit of Hulk. You got a little bit of, I don't remember everything. Point being, it did for me feel like a Captain America movie because right in the middle of it was Sam Wilson, who was navigating the MC universe as it stands right now. There was so many things going on, so many storylines and multiverses, and here we are back on Earth, back on just like the East Coast. So yes, there were some elements of Winter Soldier, maybe some elements of the Incredible Hulk, but isn't the whole point of the Marvel universe that they draw on movies that happened in the past? And Sam Wilson doesn't have a solo movie to refer back to. This is his first solo movie. So he is literally like a vehicle for us, the audience, to, like I said, step back into Earth One's timeline and kind of take the pulse of Earth One in the Marvel universe. Then when you jump into Thunderbolts, I felt like, okay, I know where the Marvel universe is. I feel like I have my finger back on the pulse. So as far as Superman being the first movie in the DC universe, it's not giving us too much. Like there's no Batman, there's no Wonder Woman. You have an offshoot, not even the main Hal Jordan. You got Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, an interesting character, but not the most popular. Hawkgirl, like I said, we don't even know if she's Thanagarian or if she's like an Egyptian clone, you know, rebirth person. Sorry, I don't know how to put that. But these are interesting characters, but not big, you know, chess pieces on the board. These are pawns in the grand scheme of the Justice League pantheon. So until like a Martian Manhunter or Aquaman, whatever shows up, this is really a Superman movie. You got Superman, you got Lex, you got Lois, and then it kind of trickles out from there. You know, Ma and Pa Kent, Krypto. At this point, it's getting a little crowded, but I doubt that the Green Lantern or Hawkgirl is going to have more than 10 or 20 minutes of screen time, or they're just not going to take up too much of the movie. They're going to be a little bit of flavor thrown in that will introduce us to the DC universe that James Gunn is setting up. They're giving us just a little extra flavor, a little decoration on the wall to be like, oh, we got Green Lanterns, we got Thanagarians. I'm learning about this universe while also giving Superman room to have interesting things to play off of. I think it's a great setup. I am very stoked for this movie. July cannot come soon enough. If there's another trailer, of course I'm going to watch it, but like, this is all I need. I'm sold 100%. Let me know how you feel about the trailer. Is it too much? Is it too little? Do you not like the whiny Superman, or do you appreciate that he's finally got some passion back in his voice? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe for more. I've been your boy, Diesel Time. I hope you're having a great day or night or in between. Peace.